Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyra, and here on this channel, we love Shop My Stash, and we're here for real makeup for real life and real people. Welcome. Today has been a barrel monkeys already. I already messed up while filming the selection process for this video by saying that you guys won't know at that point what the 1 month 1 palette is, but you will. So ignore me as I babble on about that like an idiot. Also, I don't like my makeup today. So there's that. But other than that, I love this day every month when it rolls around because I get to shop my stash for new products to focus on, to pair with my Project Pan products, and just refresh my makeup spirit. I think one of the most successful ways that you can prevent yourself from continuing to buy too much makeup, like myself, is to shop your stash. Whether it's you shop your stash for a look, or you shop your stash for a week, or you shop your stash for a month, whatever trips your trigger, baby. But for me, I like to shop my stash once a month and find some products to pair along with Project Pan products. And this month, as I think I will do every other month, we do have a 1 month 1 palette intro. I'm going to put all the voting information up on the screen here. I did a little visual pie chart for you guys so you can kind of see how the votes broke down. I believe we had about 86 votes and a good percentage. I don't feel like it was close between any two palettes, whether for number one or last. It was pretty well spread across the gamut, but the clear winner and the 1 month 1 palette for November 2021, the last one of the year, will be the Jackie Aina palette from ABH. Anybody surprised? I don't think so. I kind of knew this was going to win. I've had multiple people request that I do 1 month 1 palette with Jackie here, and I couldn't be more excited. Anyhow, if you have not seen the palette, it does look like this. I love this palette. The only shade that I really don't love is this red one, but the rest of the palette I do enjoy on some level or another. I will say the red shade is more coppery orange than how red it looks in the palette, so that does help. The only palette that I'll work on panning through the month of Jackie Aina will be my C Cosmetics Savannah palette. I have hit 1 pan in here so far, but I want to continue to make progress on this, as well as I think it might help me fill a few of the gaps in the Jackie Aina palette, just with some little bit lighter tones that I can use for transitions and things like that. So I think these are going to pair really beautifully together. The only other shadows that I am panning are 2 shadows from my Off Melrose palette. It is Easy Breezy, this beautiful terracotta right here, as well as Angelino, which is this beautiful light soft gold shade down here. So those can be paired with Jackie as well. None of the other shades, however. In fact, I'll probably put them away just so as not to confuse myself. But I am so looking forward to this. I love 1 month 1 palette already. I love watching them. I did get this idea from Sarah Rose here on YouTube, and I'm going to link her playlist as well as her channel down below. So if you want to binge more 1 month 1 palette, you can check her out there. Let's talk about Jackie here and what the goals are for the month. The goals are to always use at least 2 shadows out of the Jackie Aina palette each day that I do my makeup. And the overall goal for shadows, I would like to use every shade at least 3 times. Last time I did 5 times, and there's just some shadows that made that really difficult, especially shadows that I'm not a big fan of. Like, I cannot imagine myself using this red shadow 5 times. I just cannot. Now, if I could use the rest of the shadows 5 times above and beyond my goal of 3 times, good deal. I also believe last time I had the goal to create 25 looks, and I believe that was just a tad too much. So my goal is going to be to create 20 looks with this palette this month. I believe I did 17 looks with the BH Avocado Toast palette, and I had so much fun with that palette. There were a couple of shadows though that made it hard to meet that 5 use goal. So, you know, I'm excited. I cannot wait to play with this palette more. It is admittedly one of my most neglected ABH palettes, so I'm just excited to use it some more this month. I don't think I'll hit pan on any shades this month, but that would be great if I did. That's it. That's the intro. That is the 1 month 1 palette, and with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into picking some makeup for the rest of the face for the rest of the month. Okay, here we are in the foundation drawer. Last month I pulled in a couple of samples, and I did really like the Lancome Tanti Dull Ultra Wear. I'm still working with this one from YSL. So I think the one that I like to pull in this month is one of my newest ones, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I have the shade 445 Vanilla, and I'm hoping this will still be a good shade match for me, and I just want to get some more use out of this, form some more solid opinions, and a great way to do that is through my Shop My Stash. All right, next is the concealer drawer, and I feel like since I have a more full coverage concealer in my project pan, I want to go something a little bit lighter coverage. My first choice, I think I'd like to play more with this Fenty Beauty Bright Fix, because I did play with it a few times this last month and it was really nice. So I actually do think I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one. All right, here we are with powder. And let's see, today I pulled out the Sephora Micro Smooth, but I'm thinking I want to work with a loose powder this month, and I know I've pulled my Laura Mercier in recently, but not my Hourglass, and I think I'm going to be working to finish this up in 2022. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one. Okay, I apologize. I did not have my mic plugged in for the first few drawers of this part of the video. But here we are in the bronzer drawer, and the one I am just dying to use more is the Patrick Ta Cream and Powder Bronzer Contour Duo. I just have not gotten enough use out of this, and I'm actually thinking about rolling this into Partners in Cream in place of my ColourPop cream bronzer I have in there. I just think this is going to be more appropriate for my skin tone for the next couple of months, with a usage goal, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one in, and I think that's honestly going to do me for bronzer, because I'm still working on a couple of powders, and at this point in time when I'm filming, I am still working on the silly Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. Okie dokie, here we are in the highlighter drawer. I really enjoyed playing with this Becca Lilac Geode last month. That was a really fun choice. And, as my skin gets paler, I will be able to use some of these more pale highlights like this. I am still currently working on both a cream and a powder highlight in my projects, so I'm really tempted to pull this one in from Charlotte Tilbury, but it is so close to Becca Opal, and I might just, pull this in December or something like that. But I just feel like that would trip me up on making progress on my Becca Opal highlight. I do know, however, that this is one powder highlight I have not pulled in for a long time. It's the Juvia's Place, the Tribe Highlighter, Volume 3. This is just one of my all-time favorite highlighters. I don't know, was I saying bronzer? Who knows? Anyways, I love this thing. I haven't, to my knowledge, pulled it out this year, so I'm going to do it now. Guys, I am loving the angle today that I finally figured out with this shopping my stash shenanigans. So, I am still working on a powder and a cream blush in my projects, but I would like to add one of each and maybe even a face palette for this month. I feel like I want to pull in one of these guys. This is Pillow Talk, which I love. Definitely a fave. And then I also have the shade Sex on Fire. Both of these my hubby picked out for me. Woo! You know what? I'm actually going to pull both, and then we'll look and see when we pick a face palette if I should put one of these back. Next is cream and liquid blushes. I'm working on a pink cream blush at this point, so I'm trying to try not to pull anything like that. I am, however, kind of tempted to pull this e.l.f. Lip and Cheek Active situation, and I actually think that's what I'm going to do, because this gives me a few choices that are not pink, as well as a cream highlight which I didn't pull. So I think this is what I want. The other thing I really was thinking about pulling was this LYS cream blush in the shade Confident. That is really beautiful, especially for fall. The other one I haven't pulled in anywhere is this new shade of the Honest Beauty cream blush. This is the shade Coral Peach. And I do think this would be really beautiful for fall, as well as with some of the tones in my upcoming 1 month 1 palette. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. So actually, I think I'm going to pull this and the LYS, and we'll wait on the e.l.f. Lip and Cheek one. The main reason being, I feel like the highlighter in here is just a little too close to my Marc Jacobs Spotlight Glow Stick that I am working on using in Partners in Cream. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these two. And lastly, this is my face palette drawer, as you can probably see. Last month I had in the Nudegasm palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I did really enjoy that one. I don't really want anything that has too many blushes in it, because I already have 4 that I've pulled in addition to the 2 I'm panning. So I'm thinking actually about pulling in my Beauty Junkies Powder Contour Kit. And this has 3 shades of contour / bronzer, as well as 3 shades of highlighting powder. The only one that has any sort of a sheen is this one right here, but you will see that it's very subtle, especially in comparison to the Juvia's Place. So this is definitely an option. But another one I haven't gotten a ton of use out of this year is this one from Clinique. It's the All Aglow. This was a palette from holiday past. And the other palette I've kind of been missing lately is my Charlotte Tilbury palette here. This is the Gorgeous Glowing Beauty Instant Look in a Palette. I'm going to go with the Beauty Junkies one just because I've been thinking about pulling it recently. I do feel like I need to, because I don't think I've pulled it at all this year that I can recall. So I think we'll go with this one this month, and especially because I've pulled those 4 blushes, I just want to, get to know this a little better and get some use on it. I always forget about these. I need to leave these on top. These are my Beauty Junkies highlight and powder blushes. I really feel like they're more appropriate for like springtime or winter maybe, but there we go. Okay, here we are in my lip drawers. I do want to mention that I did get one new lip product in October, and it is this Hydrating Core Lip Shine from e.l.f. This is the shade Ecstatic, and it is really pretty. See the little hydrating core and it is really pretty. It's the shade that I was wearing in the talking portions of today's video, so I'm going to pull that one in. And then I also want to pull in this beautiful lipstick that I got from my girl Angela. It is the Belle and Argent lipstick in the shade Smoking on Screen. Beautiful berry shade, and it just doesn't get enough love from me, so I'm going to pull that one. Oh, and I forgot, I got this little sample of the Tarte C H2O Balm. This is in the shade Hang 10. It's a really pretty color, really pretty sort of everyday shade that'll just be nice to throw on. It's nice and warm for fall, so I think I'll pull that because I really haven't tried it. What else? Another one I really haven't made use of, I tried it on once and I felt like it was a funny color on me, is this Golden Pear Sheer Slick lipstick from e.l.f. And I think it's just a matter of finding the right lip liner to go with it, so I'm going to pull that. Okay, next we have like lip crayons. I have a couple of liquid lipsticks in here and a tinted lip balm. I don't know why that's there. But this is an oldie but a goodie, Bite Glacé. I don't make these anymore, and this is my second one. I finished an entire one. That might be a pretty nude. I'm gonna pull that. It's been a minute. All right, finally we have the gloss drawer. This is terrible. I need to declutter this. It is a decent formula, but it is so chock full of glitter, it just looks horrendous on the lips, so I need to pull this out actually. I actually want to pull out my Milani Nourishing Lip Plumper in the shade Soft Rose. This is such a really beautiful sort of cool tone nude. Goes really well with a lot of different lip liners. So pull that as something a little bit more toned down. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's enough to focus on for this month. And I've covered a lot of bases. And then of course I can always pull from this lip collection. Oh wait, we forgot to go up to the shelf though and look at the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks and Maybelline lifter glosses, so let us do that. So I do want to pull this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Kissing formula in the shade Glowing Gen. This was a beautiful gift from my daughter Hannah, and I just love this color, and I haven't pulled it in a while, so I think I'm going to. And then for another gloss, I actually want to pull out the Fenty Cream Gloss in the shade Fenty Glow, just because this is one that doesn't get very much love from me, and I only have 2 Fenty glosses left in my collection, so I'm going to pull this one. Okay, this is something new I thought I would do this month, and you guys can let me know how you like it, if you want it to stay. But this is sort of my everyday makeup cart. I keep setting sprays, lip liners, and mascaras. This is where I keep either Project Pan or Shop My Stash lipsticks. I did notice I need to pull these 2 out from last month's Shop My Stash, but I just thought it might be fun or entertaining for you guys to see me put it all in my basket. So there we go. The basket is all ready for a new month of playing with makeup. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just going to cut things off here versus doing a formal outro. This is a very informal video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe while you're at it if you haven't done that already. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days.